So here we go. It's first line against first line. Jack Capuano made that decision. And from the angle, they score! John Tavares as Talbot left the net right from the corner at 11 seconds. Well, it's not overtime, but perhaps not long after we lost J.P. Parise. Here's another Islander goal at the 11-second mark, and it's the captain, John Tavares, who gives the Islanders a 1-0 lead.
Well, the Islanders do the right thing. They win the faceoff, and Anders Lee is able to get it down deep. Good pressure by Josh Bailey, and Talbot makes a mistake. A line change for the Islanders. Strome and Hickey playing together.
Grabowski hit the side of the net. Maybe Talbot got a piece of it. Brock Nelson jumps on the loose puck. Now to Wisniewski. Let's go, a drive, and a save made by Talbot. Boyle was questionable for this game. He's been sick. Missed the last one. Nash, a shot that got through. Halak the save. Swept away by the Islander defense. Here's Nash teeing it up. Save Halak. Halak out of the net. Nash can't find it. Just about 3 minutes gone here in the opening period. Each team with 3 shots. Work from a deep angle out of the corner. Stopped by Halak. Comes back out in front. And he holds on. Dominic Moore took the first shot.
This game has never been better. In fact, I would suggest it's as good as it's ever been.
Bailey for lead. And Tavares loose in front. Pushed over the net as Tavares was knocked down by Girardi. Hunwick slams it off the boards to the Islander blue line. It sits there. Nelson gets it loose. Hickey jumps back onto the Islander bench as the Islanders move in. Nelson in for a shot. Save made. Penalty coming. This one's going to be against the Rangers. Delayed penalty. With Nelson parked in front. Klein intercepts a pass. Wisniewski gets it back. 28 to the power play. Hamonic to Nelson. Steered it wide. Rebound to Strome. Talbot gets it, but doesn't get it under his control.
Here's another indication of what I'm talking about, Howie. Just no time to get your head up and make the good first pass.
Straight, curls it to the far side. Hamonic jumps in, put it out in front, off the stick of Talbot. And then it's given away by Halak as he wound it around. Girardi fed the corner to Hagelin, out to the blue line. McDonough, wrist shot, save, Halak. And he clamps down on it. There's no further play. Holds the puck, looks for help, connects with Strome. Immediately, Strome is hit by Klein. Grabowski got it loose. Hamonic fire, save made, rebound, score! Frans Nielsen, and it's 2-0 Islanders. They are relentless right now.
They really are, and they are on the puck, and they are forechecking, and they're just not giving the Rangers any kind of an opportunity to control their own defensive zone. Alain Vigneault can only look on as the Islanders have got all the jump, all the speed. Frans Nielsen. Again, what's the work down low? Ryan Strome, look at the deep moving by Grabowski. A little bit of a lucky bounce. Hamonic's got the shot, but look at Frans Nielsen.
Covered by Bailey, and the Islanders come to center again. 7.5 left in the period. Lee is in! A save by Talbot. He can't hold on to it. It squirts to the corner, and there's Tavares. Now to Boychuk, big drive, and that's swallowed up by Talbot.
To get back in, and then a lot of times a second chance, Howie's all you need.
Here's Girardi behind the net, put it out in front, off of Halak, comes to McDonough, he scores! Ryan McDonough has cut the Islander lead to 2-1.
In a period that's been completely dominated by the Islanders, the Rangers get a break. As Travis Hamonic will break his stick, and the Islanders go down. Good forechecking by the Rangers, they get in on the play. Girardi down low, and a crazy carry.
Nelson fires and missed the net. Big ricochet, peeled around by Hunwick. Islanders keep it. Leddy wrists one that Talbot steers back towards that far corner. Looking for Bailey, checked by Stahl. Grabowski follows, couldn't get a shot through. But Boychuk does it, he scores! Johnny Boychuk from the blue line. And the Islanders have a 3-1 lead.
Well, we've been watching Johnny Boychuk over the last 3 or 4 games, Howie, where he has been unleashing that big shot of his. I mean, he hasn't scored in a while, and he has really been well meant to try and just lambaste it as hard as he possibly can. So we're looking January 4th, and he lets a howitzer go, and I don't think it hit anybody. I think it just went straight up and over. Top of the screen, watch the change. Travis Hamonic, here comes Johnny Boychuk into this area here, and he just walks in. They've been so quick to get on the Ranger defense. They just haven't had any opportunity to make those good first outlet passes.
Kreider a shot, he scores! Chris Kreider has cut the Islander lead to 3-2.
Now you talk about a goalie wanting one back. That's one that Halak would want back. That was a good wrist shot, but he was still a long ways away from Yaroslav Halak. And that's really the first bad goal that Halak's let in an awful long time, as we see Leddy going to the dressing room probably for some repairs. And that starts with a good outlet pass up the middle to Stepan. Good hard pass. And I'm not sure Halak.
Islanders have the Tavares line on. Well, this is Miller for the Rangers to McDonough. Let's go a drive. He scores! And the Rangers have come right back to tie it. 2 goals in 23 seconds. Islanders 3, Rangers 3.
And that looked like that shot was deflected in front of the net. McDonough shot it from the point. Again, they won the battle along the boards as Girardi's able to stand up on Bailey. There's the shot by McDonough, and it looks like
Nash with a drop pass, and Brassard's shot skims the side of the net.
And Nash really moving up the ice with an awful lot of speed, creating a lot more time for his team.
Now Tavares staying on side to Strome, shoots off the glove of Talbot to Hickey. Hickey across the line, now Hamonic closing in, put it out in front. Score! Ryan Strome! Just as the power play ended, Ryan Strome has given the Islanders a 4-3 lead.
Well, we talked about how Cam Talbot struggles a little bit with shots. A lot of rebounds out there, doesn't control the initial shot very well. Travis Hamonic makes the smart play. He knows he's got both Lee and Strome in front of the net. He's got his head up, just a little wrist shot. You can just see it, and both guys go to the net.
St. Louis steals, tried to feed the slot. It went off McDonald to the Islanders. Recovered, though, by Brassard. Looking for St. Louis, knocked down by Hamonic. Icing waved off here. Boychuk's got to play it. Nash on him. Boychuk, the split of Strome. Up the right wing, Grabowski to Nielsen. Back out in front, pushed over the net by Strome. Hamonic in. Hamonic on the move. Hamonic centers McDonald, and he chipped it wide.
Oh, great opportunity for Colin McDonald. A terrific offensive play.
Now straight a shot kick save made off the deflection by Talbot. Martin to McDonald, he just missed. Nash in the corner. Out to McDonough, kick save, and then the save made by Halak on Brassard. Nash moved it along to Stepan. Zuccarello waiting at the line. That's Zuccarello. Yields it back to Stepan. Now to McDonough. Across to Brassard. He fires. Save Halak. It's loose. Halak down. Stepan hit the side of the net. Brassard had a whack at it. And now Lee throws it out of the zone, and on comes Bailey. And over the line, he ran right into McDonough, who went down. Girardi took Tavares, and the Islanders clear. Intense pressure by the Rangers until Boyle coughs it up. Here comes Strome with Grabowski. The trailer Nielsen to Strome. Off the crossbar and in. He scores! 5-3 Islanders.
Huge goal for the Islanders as the New York Rangers were exerting some pressure, having a good push on the Islanders in the defensive zone, and Boyle coughs it up at the blue line, and that allows the Islanders to jump into a 3-on-1. Watch the turnover, pressure by Ryan Strome, and away he goes. He takes a little look over his shoulder. He's got Frans Nielsen, quick return pass.
Lost it behind the net to Klein, and up with speed is Kreider driving towards the net. Stepan scores! Derek Stepan trailing Kreider, snaps it past Halak, and the resilient Rangers, as they've been tonight, have again cut a 2-goal Islander lead to 1. This latest 2-goal lead lasted 2:42. Stepan makes it 5-4 Islanders.
Nifty play by Kreider, using his speed to the outside, and Stepan just follows him up. Look at Kreider as he goes fast. They don't have anything to lose, so it's a kind of a catch-22 there, if you will.
They just haven't been able to enjoy their 2-goal leads, and now Stepan to St. Louis. He scores! And the Rangers have tied it 5-5. Marty St. Louis, who's been struggling lately, comes up with the equalizer, his first goal after going 15 without one. And it is Islanders 5, Rangers 5 with 11:58 to go in the third period.
Yep. The Islander bench is unbelievable. The Islander bench is unbelievably upset. There's the trip right there looks like by Kreider. And then the quick
takes it out of the danger area, but not out of the zone. Brassard moving towards the corner now. Feeds the slot. Klein in, shoots, he scores! Kevin Klein has given the Rangers their first lead of the night. Rangers 6, Islanders 5 with 4:32 remaining in the third period.
Terrific play by Brassard as he stays with it. Goes from right side to left side, keeps his feet moving, and finds Klein, who had moved in. And what a big year for Klein, his 9th goal of the season. But look at Brassard, keeps the feet moving, crossovers. Now he gets his head up, takes a little look. I'm not sure he was going to just get him behind the net and have that other forward go up high.
Well, Halak makes his move. Tavares into the zone. Tavares circles now along the boards. Throws it in front off of Talbot. Rebound missed. A great chance by Bailey.
And it hit the crossbar, Howie.
However, no icing. Hagelin puts it in front. Missed by Moore. Time runs out. And the New York Rangers have defeated the New York Islanders for the first time this season.